left to give a recap.
Oh.
Wait, Cade?
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Oh,
Okay.
This is beautiful.
I mean, as ready as one can be.
Wonderful.
Right.
Ooh, I don't know how Cade's gonna do this. Drusus was always writing in his diary. What about Cade?
Like a report log to give
Letters
back to
home?
the Emperor when he gets home.
No, letters involving mission critical information wouldn't be important. Or would be too important to put something like that down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with he was trained for specific things like this, so that if they ever need to, the information can be given when necessary. So I guess he'll just be reporting it to himself in his mind palace for later retrieval.
It's cute.
I mean, Emperor Prometheus specifically uses a spell during debriefings that just like pulls things out like a small set of moving paintings. Anyway. So today was interesting, and it's just like we're good. It just zooms out a little bit. It's just Cade sitting across from Cade at like what looks like a formal tea party setting. The Cade who isn't talking is like sitting cross, like one leg leisurely, like sitting on the other one. He's like sipping at his tea, and the Cade who's talking is very nervous looking. I'm just like, listen, this is not what I signed up for. It's kind of crazy. They put a bunch of stuff in my brain so that I could be caught up on their weird timeline, because everything here is wonky. They think Prometheus is a god, so I guess at some point in the line of the Emperor, someone goes crazy, declares themselves a god, and I guess all the Emperors from now on just start like calling themselves Prometheus, which doesn't work at all, seeing as like, never mind, we don't need to get into the etymology of our great Emperor, but they're doing weird things. They've changed so many things. Yes. You don't look at me like that. I understand. I'll explain. So there's two people with 4 arms and long heads. One is a construct. It's like an android, if I'm remembering correctly, from the information. So one of them is an android. The other one is in a cult. Yes, that's what they said. He's in a cult. He didn't seem to like that. Then again, no one in a cult ever does. 2, there was a robot, which is another form of a construct. Android is like a biomechanical construct. And the robot is just a very fancy looking warforged, in all honesty. But don't tell her that. She identifies as a person. And you know what? I've heard crazier things, so I'll go with it. We fought with each other's lives and things, so I guess that works. Let's see. Then there is the ooze. There is a sentient slime that travels with them. He is also a construct of some sort, according to... Oh, get this. They all share the same mother, except for Ewan, the non-android 4-armed person. Which is crazy. I don't know how they're all related. But you know what? It makes sense, I guess. They were all a tree just now. Yes, they were all a tree. We were somewhere, and I wasn't a tree, and Ewan wasn't a tree, but everyone else was a tree. And, you know, their faces were like coming out of the tree, which was weird, but Bloop, the slime, he doesn't have a face, so it kind of just looked like a weird, like cobalt blue, shiny, like boil like a pustule. It was gross. Like the kind of thing you look at and you want to pop, but you also know it would hurt a lot. And I guess I did kind of try to do that. I stabbed one of the other trees before I knew better, and first off, it hurt me a lot. So don't stab mysterious trees is what I've learned about the future weird timeline of another universe. Don't stab strange trees. Weird, I know. 2. That tree was, I guess they're siblings. But then again, they were in a different tree, so maybe they're more like cousins? I don't know. But this lady appeared, and I'm pretty sure she's a goddess, but I'm not sure because I got weird vibes from it at the end, so maybe she's not a goddess. Maybe she's not someone good at all. But also, she seemed really nice, so that's something. She offered us tea, but, you know, I've got that whole fasting thing going on while I'm on this mission, which might be a lot longer than I anticipated, seeing as one moment I was in my ship, and the next moment I was in a weird space thing outside of space, where there was a giant robot versus zombie war. Apparently no one here knows what the undead are. That's weird. No one but the slime, which also still felt weird. Gosh. Oh, is this a fever dream? Maybe this is a fever dream. Nope. That hurt too much to be a dream. Anyways, yes. So when the Emperor or whoever is in charge of this debrief gets it, just know I'm not crazy, but maybe I am. And if that's the case, please tell my wife and child that I love them. But also, here's the weirdest part. Their mom was like, "Oh, you take care of my kids. They need help." But she seemed really powerful, so I don't know why she didn't do anything. But also, apparently that place was a giant prison. We were in a giant prison. That's what the most important part. I don't know how this slipped my mind, because everything else is crazy. But we were in a giant time prison, and it sounded like it was made by the Emperor. So somehow I ended up in it, but we also left. Something about they were the wardens of the place, or were supposed to be, like ownership transference, I don't know, changing of the guard, kind of. I don't know how I ended up there, though. But I was able to leave, meaning I wasn't a prisoner, so I don't know if this is some sort of secret promotion I'm unaware of. Probably not, because I don't think we do things like that. But then again, my clearance isn't that high. I guess I thought it was, but maybe it's not. Anyways, so yes, she was like, "Oh, my husband is trapped in there." But she said he was trapped in there legally, which means her husband's a bad guy. The Emperor trapped him in there, and he runs a store. So I guess what is important here is that today I am going shopping, and I guess I'm going to meet some sort of great evil that the Emperor locked in some sort of weird prison outside of time, who is married to a god with a little g and a big question mark. I'm very confused. I would like to formally request vacation time after this. Make sure that's like underlined like 5 times when we're going over this. This was a lot, and I would like to not have to work for a bit. But anyways, yes, over and out. And you'll just see like the Cade who's just been relaxingly like listening. She's just like, he sets the tea down, stands up. Cade has been talking, also stands up. They salute each other, and then it's just like, it just dissipates. It's gone. And now we're back.
Cade, actually,
Mm.
who as this mind palace is fizzling out, the other you sitting across from you that was listening smiles warmly at you. His face changes slightly. Not completely, but to a warm, familiarly looking face. Not quite sure where you've placed it. But you just hear this commanding voice. Not disrespectfully commanding, but just one with a voice that has authority and power. You're doing well, soldier. Keep me updated. As it vanishes out and all the rest of the...
What?
Badged into your mind palace. Whoever that was.
Who bashed into my mind palace? I looked slightly different. I can only think of 2 characters who look slightly different but similar to who I am currently playing. Oh no. I know
As
how
all
I
of you-
got here.
I need all of you to roll a perception check for me. As information is being spread by E1's, I think it was E1, right? Your
Yep.
little,
Yeah.
okay, your telekinetic superhighway, getting everybody caught up.
You mean telepathic?
Telepathic, yes, that's what I meant to say. Thank you.
All right. What check was it?
Perception.
Okay, cool. I was just about to ask the same thing.
Perception. Did I up my perception? Please tell me I up my perception. I did not up my perception.
I did.
My perception either. Okay. 17.
33.
All right.
Nice.
13. I'm
29.
facilitating.
Well, lovely. Yep. As you on, you're ending this connection. The final thoughts from everybody passing through. Cade, Slunda, and Bloop. You guys are here at the crossroads. You're right across the street from Umpo's bar and the Tunder's boss's shop. You guys notice this small, faint trembling happening throughout the ground. It's reminiscent of one that had previously been there in the Glassway, a previous time you had visited. Sounds distant, but is getting closer and closer.
Am I able to gauge approximately how far this thing might be away?
Roll intelligence check for me.
Okay. Four.
Okay. Not able. It's not close by any means, but it is. You can tell that it's getting closer and trying to get there quickly.
Oh dear.
No.
Oh, what's that sound?
It feels like an aftershock.
Am I? Is it like the dogs?
Oh, I love
You know-
dogs. What dogs?
No,
That's
giant
weird.
machines of war.
What?
No, I mean giant machines of war. Yeah.
Machines like in
That's not good.
factories?
No, like a giant mech.
Think of like
Oh, giant flamels.
no.
But worse.
What?
I'm
Well-
gonna try not to be too offended by that. But
Let's get out of the street. Do we want to go to the Hour House temporarily, or are we going to try and visit?
We can go to the shop.
We should visit
Or
the
are we
evil
going to
god who is
try-
imprisoned here.
do we want to visit the evil god that's imprisoned here, or do we
I
maybe
mean-
want to
I
try
mean,
and leave
is
the
he
glass?
evil though?
Probably. What his wife said he was lawfully imprisoned here. and which means he was imprisoned by the Emperor lawfully, which means he's a bad guy.
Yeah. So why do we want to visit him?
I don't know. Find out his story.
We were all in prison at one point, technically, I think.
He's probably been here the longest.
If we were to go, the most I would want to do is give him this token from his wife.
Oh, none of you have ever taken anything from this evil god, right? Like, bought anything from the store he runs or anything like that? Because that would probably be bad news. It's probably like ways to escape and things.
Not that I can think of.
Nope, none of us have done that.
So nothing from the shop has ever been around you guys outside of the shop. Perfect, good to
Well, that's
know.
not what I said.
What?
I just said we didn't buy it.
Did you steal it? I think
Oh.
it's wrong to steal even if they are evil.
Other
Who says
people
they're
bought
evil?
it.
Justified.
Other people bought it.
So from what I understand, we have. I'm gonna usher them out of the main part of the street.
Mhm.
Maybe not necessarily towards the door, but just out of the main street and maybe even a little out of sight if I could, as I'm saying this. From what I understand, we have a couple options. We can go to our house to recuperate. Flamel mentioned that she has some method of getting us out of here without performing favors for the denizens.
I think so.
And we can also try visiting the shopkeep. Which,
I
for the
Should we put it to a
shopkeep, I would actually like more information about the shopkeep before we go visiting. Because, from what I understand, all of our sources are suspect. Because we know things about the Glassway from Umpo, who he's a shady character. Only slightly take what he says with a lot of
Literally,
salt.
too. Literally shady.
The twins, who Chronicler told us not to trust, and the twins told us not to trust Chronicler, and he told us some stuff about the Glassway. And then there's the Mrs. I forget what name she told us to call her.
I don't think she did tell us a name. I asked her a name, but at the end I realized she didn't say that was her name.
Right. We'll call her a Goat Mom, I guess, since she liked
Mama.
the mom.
I was gonna say, because I don't think she's Shaya or Alona.
Question, how much information was communicated? Like, you guys described everything, or?
It was an
You were a
info dump.
tree.
We did not need
Yeah.
to use words. It's just information. Information includes
Okay.
emotions, thoughts, whatever. I was
Okay, so
essentially
if-
just letting us both info dump to each other and talk about what we info dumped.
Okay. Cool. She said I could call her Shub.
Okay.
I need
Uh,
all of you to
wait,
roll a
she said
wisdom
shut.
saving throw.
Okay.
Not- Hey,
after
that's
the
not the
What?
full name. She said I could Shub.
DM, after Shub, can I make like a culture check or a history check to see if I recognize that, perhaps?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw first.
Okay.
Is
Hey,
this any of the
Coral.
things? Well, it
You were
wouldn't be
right,
magic.
Coral.
I don't think.
Linda, you don't have to. Everybody else does.
Oh, everybody else does.
Everybody?
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I
I
got it.
thought since it wasn't the full name.
Right feet.
So, will is wisdom, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I just want to make sure.
Good. Good.
Yeah. So it is like, as everyone's rolling between their wisdom save. Yeah, apparently her full name might be kind of dangerous to say, but she said I could call. She gave me that much information.
I am spending a resolve point and re-rolling that.
Sounds
Yes.
good.
Would a mysticism check let me see if I remember this?
If you remember,
If the name sounds
name?
familiar, in
Wouldn't
any
that be
sort of
culture?
magic?
Well,
or
I guess.
Well, religion specifically is mysticism, according to this.
Gotcha.
Alrighty. So, lovely. Bloop, roll a d6 for me.
Bloop, no. Bloop, no. You were supposed to roll higher like I did. Bloop,
That's a 4.
Bloop, no.
As you all are, as Slinda lets you guys know, a name to refer to this entity by. As you're listening, you don't even realize that it's happening, but the rest of you can see that Bloop's form is altering from what he normally has, and normally he's just like, the blob, right? He's now
He's
Well,
a
he's
blob
standing-
in a suit of
yeah, he's in a suit of armor, and part of him has popped out, and you can see where it would be like his head, but it is now in the form of a goat's head, and it will be that way for 3 hours.
Oh,
I take out my little notebook and I flip to the back of it and I just write something and I rip it out and I look between Ewan and Slinda and I go, which one of you is the leader of this group?
It depends on
On the
what
skill.
context.
Yes.
I look at Flamel. I go. You're the knob. I'm gonna go with that's the highest authority here, I guess. And I'm gonna hand you a sheet of paper
alright.
that I just wrote on.
I look at it.
It says I think I resign.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't employ you, so
I know. I'm
sorry.
You guys have very disconcerting lives. First you're all
You can
trees,
just walk away.
and
You
then
don't
your
have to be
siblings.
here.
I really don't have anywhere else to go. So right now, this lets me pretend I have some sort of cohesion in a group.
We'll do our best to help you out, but yeah, if you feel safer elsewhere, that's fair.
What's
I
wrong,
just-
guys?
I just look around at everything and I go, I don't know what safe is, to be honest. Let's
Also-
go.
Sure.
I just look at Bloop and I go, you're a goat, booger. You're a goat slime.
I'm the goat? Thanks.
Do we want to stay here? Do we want to try to leave? Or
Here's what I will do. I will take this token to the shopkeep. If someone wants to come with me for buddy system, then we'll do that. But I
wanna go
want
we
to
should not split up.
right. If we all want to come, then we can do that. But I will take this to the shopkeep, deposit it. However, any efforts to try and free him will be postponed until more information has been gathered.
I'd say we don't free him.
That would be where I would lean towards.
I did not say that it would happen. I said it would be postponed, potentially indefinitely.
Right.
But I will at the very least give him this token. Make some small conversation. Meanwhile, Flamel, work on that device. See if you can get it to work. As for what I want to fulfill my task when I leave this place, and I'm pretty sure Cade also wants to return back home. So hopefully, you can. I believe the word is yeet. You can yeet us all back to our proper places in the timeline, and we can go about with our tasks.
I'll see what I can do.
If you need help with I do have some talents in the mystic arts, if you need my help with that. But I believe I'm best suited for the talking part that is upcoming. And I will
There.
lead them toward the shop.
I'm
Okay.
very good at dancing.
Slunda's just like, bloop.
Yes.
What? I understand. You seem to be holding that for a while.
Holding what?
Yeah, what's with the goat head?
I'm not holding a goat head.
I point at it.
That's generally my face area.
It's okay. I show him a picture. I just show him a hologram. This is what you look like right now.
No, that's weird.
Yeah.
You're not doing that.
Extra weird
I
that
feel
you
like
didn't
I
know
should
you were
roll
doing that.
insight to see if Slunda has any idea that this is connected to the saying the name.
I don't think you need to roll
Okay.
it. As soon as the name was said, he had a.
So let's not call
Can
it
I-
that.
I know the answer's probably no, but can I like try and like force my head back to normal?
You can certainly try. Roll
Sounded
a
dangerous.
will save for me.
$11.
As parts of you try to stretch out and stretch back in, it's very much like an elastic that just reforms back to this goat shape.
Huh.
Taking a glance at it, does how to phrase this without going crazy? Because Drake in me is like, don't look anywhere close to crazy stuff because of PTSD that you made about Wiggles.
I would never
how-
do anything like that.
How I still need to put that window decal on my car. I want to do that. How closely does he resemble the person we just met? I know that he's a blob, and so that doesn't.
It's just a goat head. It isn't a resemblance of somebody. It just
Okay.
like when he talks, the goat's mouth opens and talks for him, and has just kind of like one little. You can see like an eye that's formed. And it's all the same color, but it just kind of looks like a little lazy eye.
It does seem like a glitched animation where they have you have two character models, but they're intersecting and.
Yeah.
Okay, I will enter the shop
Okay.
along with my friends.
Walking up the steps, getting to these very old wooden doors. There's some writing on the door that doesn't make sense to any of you except for you, Slunda, which you can now make out your first actual word in this, and it says "Welcome, friends." It's in this kind of chipped yellowish paint.
Oh,
The door-
the welcome sign. Slunda
As
no.
going to open the door, the door opens for you as you go before you put your hand on the knob, the doorknob. I can't say the knob because that's the knob.
You put your hand on Flamel. Certified.
What are you doing?
Reach for the doorknob. It just opens and it creaks very quietly. Immediately, your senses are filled with the smell of just old, moldy wood. Let me get a change of music.
This is where
We
went
have
before,
we
right?
have
We've
been here before.
You have. It just smells older now.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, where are you?
Well, most of us don't have to breathe, so you know.
I know.
Wait,
I-
do any of us have to breathe?
I still have to
It
breathe.
does.
I
Okay.
can fix that.
If you offer, I will
Also-
say, okay.
I thought you had a ring that made it so you didn't need to breathe.
No, I don't need to eat or drink. I
I
also only
well,
rest for 2 hours.
okay. Well, when we're not in the middle of creepy shopping, she'll offer to make it so you don't have to breathe. Right now, you're the only one who has to.
Sorry.
It'd be funny if you noticed everybody else who senses a weird smell immediately stop breathing, but seem to be unaffected by it.
Yes. Oh, DM, I'm just gonna let you know, I had to redo my character a little bit during the level up. So he can't do the super fast stabs anymore because I couldn't figure out why it said something specifically, and I realized I don't have that thing yet. So I just switched that out. So I just letting you know.
Okay, thank you for that update. I appreciate that.
Just double checking. We've not had a long rest since since Lunda got kidnapped, right?
No,
Correct.
I am hurt.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we did quote unquote heal up from leveling up.
What?
Yes.
That's true. Did you know?
We're level 9.
Yes, but that lets us heal?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh,
It-
just a little. I get what you're saying. I was like, damn it. No.
Yeah, no. It's just whatever ends up adding to it is added to it. Okay.
Heading
Describe the shop, please.
Heading into the shop, you enter into the main foyer area, and another door immediately to your right, with a curved stairwell in front of you. That there's this little rope with a sign. Slunda, once again, similar fashion, the chipped yellow paint. Employees only. As you head over into the shop proper. There, once again, you see it's just this dark, almost basement-like building. The cashier's table and the very old register are there. In the center of the room, where the one display case was, is empty. That large jar no longer there. Any of you that are trained in mysticism, so I think that's just Lunda and Iwan, I believe.
I am.
I
am.
might be trained in
Oh.
mysticism.
Okay.
Hold on, let me check. I feel like I might be making that up.
I have ranks in
I
mysticism.
am
Okay,
trained
oh, well,
in
it's the same as
tactical.
ranks.
Is it ranks or is it? Oh yeah, ranks is the training. Yep.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
the training.
okay.
Yay!
I also have it as a
Okay.
class skill.
Never mind, I don't. I lied. That was a
Okay.
different
Mine's-
character.
So for
Mine's
each of
retrain
you,
it.
oh, right, okay, that makes sense. Yep. So each of you that have training in mysticism, just that the feel like if you would have like hair on your body, which most of you don't, it would just like be standing up on the
None
back
of
of your
us do
neck.
right now.
You don't, but it's just that feeling that something is terribly off and wrong in here.
Settling
You
voodoo
see-
in my wiring.
Cabinets that are dusted over with thick layers of dust, and you can kind of see spots that have been wiped away, and there's objects hidden within large bookshelves with old leather tomes. Some of it looks like the leather has been stitched together, and you swear like there's an eye that keeps blinking on one of them.
On that
Shrunken
wall.
heads and just rotting, decaying, skin tight, taxidermied cats are around. You see this, it looks like a hand, kind of a little misshapen hand, but two of the fingers have been
Aw.
shifted down, so you just see 3 fingers held up. And so yeah, it's just a lot of unsettling imagery that's there. As the last of you pass through the doorway looking in, you hear just a little ding ding. You start to hear hoof steps. Not as loud, but still very
Yay.
soft. As from behind the desk, there was another doorway that you see emerging. Kate, for the first time for you, you see this centaur emerging. Looks very happy, just smiling, big and bright. Oh, well, if it isn't my favorite friends.
Hello.
Good to see all of you again. Hello there.
Hello.
I look at everyone
Well-
and I go, Is this the evil god?
No.
I look back at him and
Hey,
Look, you're so
Thunder.
evil about
I say,
We've
Hail and well met, Centaur.
Pleasure to meet you.
yes, we've gone through quite a bit since we last met, including picking up another person to be with us here.
I mean, I've never been good at the maths, but last time there were 5 of you, and now there's 5 of you, so I don't pick up a different person. I don't.
It's complicated.
Oh,
One last one came. No.
Oh,
There's
God.
Are you from Reclum? I don't think I've seen a centaur outside of the Empire. Do you have a
Oh,
planet that you come from specifically?
well, I travel here and there, known to visit many different places. Not really sure I have a home.
I just lean in and I go, did Emperor Prometheus lock you in here too?
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard of in a long, long time.
Wait. Wait, do you think he's a god?
Well, I knew him before that, but
Wait, what do you mean before
Son.
that? Hold on. And I just pointed over and go, hold on, wait.
What do you mean before
that?
that?
Because their Prometheus definitely is a different Prometheus than my Emperor from my time in history. What do you mean before all that? Like before one of his descendants went crazy and started claiming to be a god?
I don't know about any descendants. I don't think he had any children, except
Well, he did have, well, technically...
Caliban, or I think
I mean,
that's
yes, but that was...
not birth child.
That's a whole other thing. But I mean... So
Oh, just hold on a second as he goes back through the door. Several moments pass by as he comes back, and he has this big, not so well put together scrapbook.
You're gonna
Cadence
show
just
off
like,
the time he almost got
Oh,
drowned.
here we go.
so
As he
excited.
slams it on the table, some dust is collected on it. And, I don't usually show lots of people this, but I mean, if you know the Emperor, then well, maybe you could tell him a friendly story if you see him.
I would love
Goes
to...
probably like halfway through and slams it. And there's all of these photos that are dated. The first couple that you see are of him wandering around. It's like a very beautiful grove, and then looks like the grove starts decaying in other pictures.
What's with
You
that
can just see-
weird yellow moss? That's not a
Oh,
good thing. That
that's-
seems really bad.
no,
It's a bad
It's
color.
very, very bad. Very, very bad. This is a place that not many people were able to get to, unfortunately. After old Prometheus, he closed it off. But met him here actually as he flips it, and you see a picture of a bugbear standing there with a decanter of water, and it is flooding out like a fire hydrant, slamming into his face.
How did you get these from a third person angle?
Oh, these were my thoughts and of different people, myself and other people that were there. And
Why is
Oh,
a
wow.
bugbear drowning you?
oh, that. Would you believe that was your emperor at one point?
No, because he's a dragon.
That is true in our reality as well. He's also a dragon.
I was gonna say there was one of the original Praetorian Guard in legend was a bugbear. Are you mistaking
Yep.
them?
Nope. This was your emperor. That's for sure.
I just look at everyone and I give them this guy's full.
Inside.
This is a load of barnacles.
Not insight. Sense motive.
Yep.
Jim,
I'm
do I
also gonna
recognize the
sense
bug-
motive.
Hey.
Um.
Oh shit! You might.
What?
Because he was.
I saw him. This is my first opportunity to recognize him.
Okay.
Oh, you...
At that point, was he a bugbear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Then it does look very familiar. You can like the
I know
weapons
him.
are how you pick it out.
You know him?
Yeah. Well, I've seen him, I should say,
You don't have eyes.
a long time ago.
Well, I guess you do have eyes now, but that's even weirder.
Yeah,
Said
when I
eyes
was
the whole time you've known him.
Wait,
when I
That
was
means
adrift in
that
the
You can
Astral
always
Sea.
see.
when Bloop was adrift, he had to come pretty close to the group.
Hilarious.
So for
I mean,
those of you,
I am pretty innocuous to Seed, but anyway.
those of you that rolled sense motive, yeah, Thunder just you can see just this excitement of like showing somebody the good old days of pictures. And
And he really
Telling
believes
stories.
that this is
yeah,
the big guy himself. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I didn't see him much after this event. I took him into a castle and everything, and trying to help one of his friends there. Oh, what was her name? Little Ling, I think that's what her name was, or something about being trapped. And they all left, and I just wandered some more and flips through some pages. Oh, you see this dark obsidian. As you flip through some of the pages, this dark obsidian-like palace, a fireplace at the back with just raging flames. This beautiful long dining table where he's sitting there, and you see a close approximation to a tiefling, and sitting like at the head of the table, and he's there. You see this female Aarakocra there also, along with like this kind of punk kid that is slouched down in one of the chairs. Thunder has some like reading glasses on and is looks like he's writing some notes. Well, I've just been all over the place, you know.
When are you going to
Flips.
show us the Emperor?
Oh, that was the only time I saw the Emperor. You know, that
The
was
bugbear?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
you
well. Thank you for sharing that. And I just look
Flips.
very uninterested now.
He starts flipping it some more. A lot of the photos are old and wrinkled, but there's some that are good. Catch another picture. Bloop, this one catches your eye of a one of the giant Spelljammer cruise ships.
I washed dishes on those.
That looks like one of the top of the line
Oh.
ones. They were just about to release when I left.
This one was quite a doozy, unfortunately. I was on there, and oh, those mind flayers. They're scary. Very, very scary. Not like them.
Oh, you interact with them too, huh?
Ah, I barely got away. Found myself, he flips the paper, on another one of these. You know what happened to this one? More mind flayers.
Yeah.
Happened to me 3 times.
Yeah. I feel
Let me
that
tell you,
more
those
than
were
you
the-
can ever know.
The cleanest plates I have ever eaten off of. Very impressive. Very, very impressive.
All right.
There's just a taste on some plates, but this one, there was nothing left on it. It was clean. Yeah.
Do I recognize that specific one he's pointing out?
I mean, he's like, yeah, you do, Bloop.
I reach out and touch the photo. Not like I don't touch it because I don't want to burn it. But no, I'm in armor, so I'm fine. I touch it. I'm like, I worked on that one. That was my dishes you ate off of.
You see, there's a little tear.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I'm so sorry, little
scary.
man. That's. Oh. And then all the rest of the pages are blank. Oh, I've been here. Just helping out in the shop. Looking to buy anything? You know, I do
Uh,
make money
We're
off
actually
of
looking-
commission based, so.
Well,
we
maybe, but
were
we're looking to find the owner. Actually,
we were directed to him for a task.
Oh, well, he's usually upstairs making some things. I can go and go get him
If
for you if
would,
you'd like.
please.
Of course.
Yes, thank
Of
you.
course. Take a look around. Remember, don't touch things. Sometimes they burn.
I do that.
See.
But okay.
I'll pat Bloop on the shoulder. I'm okay with touching you. I'll leave the merchandise alone, though.
Your hand
Muchly
fizzles a little bit.
appreciated. I know this is a really random question.
Hmm?
Haven't been able to find any here. We're good friends. Have you guys come across any mushrooms here? Seem to be in short supply.
Oh,
Our
yeah,
house
and I
usually
and
has
I
them.
actually pull some a little. I pull a little canister out, and I go, yeah, I picked some while we were at the whatever they refer to as the Hour House with Chronicler when I was first there. You never know when rations might come in handy or you need to feed someone. And I just pull out a handful of mushrooms and was like, here, I guess.
Thank you very much. So he takes it, begins walking. Can hear him heading up the stairwell, and another door opens and closes.
Ewan will deliberately stay close to the middle of the room so he isn't touching anything.
I just pull out the time compass and I'm gonna start trying to see what I can recall about how it might work.
Yeah. Start fiddling with that.
I have some memories that I acquired from Drusus. So I'm gonna just try and use anything I know from that.
Roll a mysticism check
Um,
for me.
I might consult other me also to see if she knows anything. What's my mysticism?
What's my mysticism?
Probably higher than mine.
I have a plus 10 if you need help.
I have a plus 17 in mysticism.
Okay, she's better at it.
Well, that's an 11.
Okay. As you begin playing with it for just a minute, you look up occasionally, and there once again you see Thunder, and he's taking the mushrooms from Cade.
Oh.
Thank you very much. As he heads up the stairs, and you hear a door open and shut.
Okay. Whatever I just did, reset time a little bit. So I'm going to try to do something else or look around and see if it has any other functionality that might be the way out of here.
As you're about to play with it again, you hear Thunder. Thank you very much. As he picks up the mushrooms and begins to walk up the stairs.
Huh.
As the door
I'm not
opens
sure I did
and
that.
closes.
I'm going to
Can I do
stop
a
and
perception
watch
check?
around me for a second to
Do
see
the rest
if
of us realize this is repeating, or is it just Flamel?
This is just Flamel.
Right.
Oh, if we look at Flamel, what's happening to her?
As you guys are looking at Flamel, you just see her playing with the time compass. And then she's just playing with the time compass. And then she's just playing with the time compass.
But to us, it's only happening once? Or is it repeating for us too?
Repeating for you also, but you don't catch it.
Gotcha.
As you see
It just
Thunder.
looks like she's
Thank you very
fiddling with
much.
it.
Yeah. As he takes it and walks around the counter and heads up the stairs and opens it and closes the door.
Are
Wait,
we?
so is it still repeating even if I stopped messing with it?
It does seem to still be repeating.
Uh-oh. I keep messing with it.
Okay, roll another mysticism check.
I'm gonna try to undo whatever I did because I don't want to be in a time loop. But I'm also gonna be like, take note of whatever I just did, and note it in my brain as how to start a time loop.
Da 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 da.
Okay.
I've come to bargain.
Playing with it some more. Final time as Thunder leaves. Heads upstairs as the door shuts. And you pause and wait for a moment, but there's no repeat of it.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness what? That he left? Was he bothering you?
No. I briefly got myself stuck in a tiny time loop, but it's okay. I figured out how to turn it off. Good news, I now know how to initiate a small time loop, probably. And probably know how to turn it off. Which
Cool.
is probably 2 steps closer to figuring out how to use this to get us out of here.
I see.
I'm gonna I'm gonna proceed with caution with this, but it seems very sensitive.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Couple more minutes pass by. You guys are just trying not to, curiosity may overtake you and just looking around and seeing these creepy old antiques, but
Did he say he was getting something, or I was absorbed in my thoughts and I didn't catch?
He's going to get the proprietor for us.
Ah.
Really? All I said was thank you very much for these and walked off. Are you sure?
Before that.
Can't believe
In
I
a
know
moment
the
you-
Emperor, guys.
That was a bugbear.
It's the Emperor.
Listen, so far what I've learned today is your Emperor is crazy and thinks he's a god. His Emperor was a bugbear who tried to drown him. There's no way
I mean,
we are from
it-
the same
I mean, I,
world.
the Emperor also tried to eat me, so I don't know that that's.
Whoa, did the
they're different.
Emperor himself try to eat you?
Well, no, it was
Is
there's
you
a
the
train.
Emperor?
Something about a soul cover
You were
up
being
of
taken to
Borknork's
him.
death.
You were being taken to him by zealots?
Oh,
Because people do that
I guess you'd
sometimes when
call
they
me.
get
employed by the Emperor.
They were
It did seem
soldiers.
it did seem motivated by the fact that we saw something and then they killed Borknork in front of us and then they sent us to
did.
go.
I'm gonna go. Apparently, your robot servants are bad. Does that make you bad, or does that just mean that they're bad and they don't always do what they're supposed to do? See, people make their own decisions. They're not. They think what they think might be best is not necessarily what the person they are dedicating the action to. Doesn't mean it's necessarily good or what they want. Never judge someone by another person's actions in their name. That's how wars are started.
it sounds like you have a very good handle on objective morality, Cade. As
Yes,
you turn
thank
around
you,
and
I-
you see this. There's this yellow-robed figure
Whoa! that
standing in the
means-
doorway. There's this
Whoa!
white,
Wait.
cracked mask that is kind of. It's not featureless. It kind of has these goat-like features
DM,
on it.
Dude, this sounds like a nightmare. This sounds like the bad guy from the book, from history, like the bad guy.
Uh huh.
I just gonna go, oh, and
my-
Kate's processing.
Hello,
He's just
hello.
backing up towards the door,
Sir.
like, no.
My friends,
No.
there's no need to back.
No.
Calm down.
I know it's
No.
been some time since we've seen each other, but you don't need to.
First off,
It's
excuse
okay.
me. What?
Oh, yeah. Have you met?
Oh, Kate and I go quite a ways back.
Excuse me.
Anything?
What?
I give Cade a suspicious look.
You, if you go, if you do a sense motive check, all you're going to see is fear and genuine confusion. What do you mean, Fred? What do you mean, long time? What do you mean? You're the yellow. You're gone. Oh no.
Luke interrupts and just goes, "Are you my stepdad?"
Oh no.
He starts to walk in to the into the shop proper. I gets close to you, Bloop, and you can't see any like other features because of the mask, but you can just hear him breathe in, and I do believe I am.
We were asked to give this to you. And I will hand him the token.
What
I
do you
think
mean
you know who this
sometime?
is from.
He, not looking at you, Yuan, looking back at Cade, grabs it with his hand and pulls it in. Thank you. Well,
I don't know you. How do I know you? I look at everyone else. How do I know him? How do I know you?
Don't know.
Fine, I
I
know.
don't know you either.
Do I have
Well-
any idea how he knows him?
it wasn't originally you, but now it is you, just because of the way the events have transpired recently. I wish I could say more, but
Is that why I talked to myself?
What?
probably.
Wait.
What?
Who? What? What?
What?
Is there a chair anywhere in this room?
Yeah, there's over in the corner next to
No,
two
no,
glass display cases. There's this old oak chair. Has several knots and twists in the wood and on the.
Cade walks straight towards
the back of it.
You don't mind. I need to sit, and he
I
just
will grab-
sits
No,
immediately.
I will prevent you from sitting down on anything in here. I'm just gonna. I will grab and I will take a knee so that you can sit down on my knee.
Listen, I have a wife.
That you do. A beautiful, beautiful wife.
I just
Beautiful children too, don't you?
there is a look. Cade's look changed. He's no longer scared. Now he's just angry.
Oh,
Don't be mad at me, Cade. I'm not the one that did this to you.
Hmm?
Alright? It wasn't supposed to be you. But fortunately, those that have been chosen by the one that put me here made decisions. Something happened. As he looks to the rest of you, and just
Prometheus
bows
is-
his head in respect. With the death of one, another had to be chosen, and
oh no.
they chose you.
Are you
Wait,
able to bring
DM.
him back?
DM, question. Quick question. Did he say it or they? And hang on, I need to plug in my computer.
So they, I think, if I'm recalling what you're meaning.
Sorry, I was way about to die.
Oh, okay.
Did he say it or they chose you?
They chose you.
They
Bitch.
chose you? Who's they?
Well,
Oh, the innermost circle of
Oh no.
your, and his hands go up and he does the air quotes, so-called God Emperor. He isn't even a god.
he's a
people.
dragon.
That's Yes.
See, I
Uh,
pointed at everyone. I was right. See, you
Before
all have
that,
some sort of weird
elf,
misinformation.
And before that, a bugbear.
What?
Quite a story.
See, no, wait. I look at everyone. No. This is the we can't trust him.
I met him as a bugbear. I've been
You-
telling
My
him
kid.
this since a little bit ago.
I-
Apparently.
Let's at least be civil while we're here, and we can discuss things
I
later.
do appreciate
I give-
civility.
Cade a significant look.
I think him coming here has just confused him. We were quite good friends for a while. You helped me out. Okay, your skills were quite immaculate with what you had done. It's unfortunate that you're here in this way. I told you that he was going to turn on you, and that there was no redemption for you following him. He put you in here because he saw you as a threat, and that breaks my heart. But I tried to warn you.
Well, we have been given quite a lot to unpack, and now Cade has been given a lot to unpack.
Oh, I too
Are you able to
understand.
bring
and
Drusus back?
That not while I'm here, unfortunately. There's something that has gone missing in a place that is far locked away that has the means of bringing him back, but here I'm confined to this building for so long.
In the meantime, can you make it so I won't forget him?
He steps up close next to you, and as he's walking closer, you don't see him grow in size, but at the closer he gets, like, you just realize how tall he is. Like, when he was 3 feet away from you, he seemed like he was 6'1", 6'2". But now that he's directly in front of you, he's seeming like 7'5". I can.
Every time he steps closer, I step farther away from him.
I can definitely do that for you. I'm sorry I don't know you. I've been stuck here for a great deal of time, but if you would like to
Fine.
remember him, you most certainly can. I would ask for a little bit of your help, though.
What do you need?
Luke, never make deals with a man in a pallid mask.
A huge or a really long like tendril comes out and just like put it over your lips
Oh, this
like a really long finger.
This is very unsettling.
Just a pseudopod.
Considering that you are one of my second or third to make a deal with me, you don't have room to tell people what to do and what not to do. In a time of hardship and trouble, you made a deal with me. Try and save your friend.
I have never made a deal with you. Does that feel true when I say it?
Yeah?
Okay, good. I'm not a liar.
Luke, would you... I think... Gets close to you. Buttons over and smells gun. Yes, you're familiar with the astral plane. Spent quite some time there, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been there too.
Been
People-
painful.
Yeah. People are saying that Prometheus shut off all the other planes.
You did. I can feel that much. But if you can get it back open, Get in there. I have a book there. That book has the key to bringing your friend back.
Okay.
You'll know it when you see it. As he just extends a hand out to you. You won't forget your friend.
Like he extends a hand for me to like shake it.
Yeah.
I shake his hand.
The mask gets you.
As you hold on, you get this glimpse of this leather-bound book just spiraling in the astral plane, far off in its darkest reaches. It will call to you, Bloop. We'll call to you.
Okay. I'll get it.
Thank you. You feel this slight burning sensation happening as the pseudopod that you're shaking with starts to bubble for a second and then turns this light yellow, starts at the tip of the pseudopod and begins just working its way down your body. I need you to make a fortitude saving throw and a will saving throw.
I have some funny things I can do with fortitude saving throws, but I'm not going to do them to him.
Wonderful.
There's a thing I can do where people make me do a fortitude save. I can like vomit on them.
She's like, thank you very much, stepdad. Blah.
It's called. I'm not going to do it, but it's called a vile rejection.
That is
Okay,
wonderful.
so 1d20 plus 11. So a fortitude. Oh my gosh, natural one for a 12. And you said a will.
Yep.
I was hoping it would be a nat 20 with a plus 4, but anyway, it's a 19.
Okay. You guys watch as Bloop goes from that his blue color, and now he is this dandelion gold
With the goat head.
completely. With a
Oh,
goat
yeah,
head.
still with me.
Ah.
You will not forget him now. You
Thank
don't
you.
go crazy, so that's good.
Yay! What was the Flamel? Was that reroll you did? Was that one of the uses of the resolve points, or can you just do that if you have resolve points?
I have to use a resolve point.
Oh, but it's something from like a feat or something though. It's
Oh,
not
that was a feat. I can do that specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I was wondering if I could reroll that nat 1, but okay.
That was a feat I just took on my level up.
I think I just became public enemy number 1 for the entire empire, but because I'm yellow now.
Oh,
And
also
me,
Flamel looks super pissed at you.
I don't know. Kate doesn't like this group anymore. It's a bad group. Bad things happen here.
Bloop is very willfully ignoring you.
Thank you for. It looks over towards you, Ewan. Thank you for this.
I'll bow.
What was the token, by the way? Did Slinda get a chance to look at it at all? Was there anything about it?
It's a key. No.
You guys it had been quote unquote shown to you during the info dump.
Gotcha. What did it? Yeah, what is it?
I don't remember how.
It was. It's kind of this small homemade trinket made of vines that form this kind of question mark like flower.
It's the sign. I see.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't yellow, or it was yellow?
It wasn't yellow. She doesn't have capabilities of doing that. So
Gotcha.
but you guys can see as he's holding it in his hand, there's just a little bit of yellow moss begins to form around the edge of it and is growing.
Thank you for your help. Again, we have stuff to unpack and
Of course,
think we
of
should
course.
go.
Oh, well, if there's anything you wish to buy before you leave, you're welcome to. But if not, I understand. I'm sorry for... first of all, thank you for bringing this to me. That means a lot. Kate, I'm sorry for anger or confusion that you've had. I didn't know that you would be here. I didn't know that things would be the way that they are. When reality gets shifted and changed, there can be some hiccups. Just think about that and the empire that you're wanting to serve, and lengths that they're willing to go to maintain peace and order the way that they think is necessary. I have things I must go and craft and create for people that may show up here at some point or may not. You all have a wonderful day.
thank you.
He like leads you guys out the door, opens it up for you. I do suggest be quite careful out there. There's some unsavory characters here.
There's a
Couple of
war
them
on.
came by. I haven't looked outside. Does not look great. I wouldn't go by the Hanging Gardens if I were you, though. They came here and took some things from me, and it was not the best of things that happen to people that go there. So,
Thank
just
you
a
for the tip.
friendly courtesy for you bringing this to me.
And I will get all the people out and try and keep any conversation hushed as we go to the only real safe place we know, but is probably bugged, but it's the only real safe place we know. I will take
The
them
Hour House?
to the Hour House.
Ah.
In the middle of the
Passing back through the war zone. About a 15-minute walk to our house. You make it there. On the front door, there's a envelope addressed to the owners of our house.
Well, that's not for us, so.
Yeah,
I
right.
am gonna read it anyway.
Okay, opening the envelope and
I'll put
as
it back
you
if it's
open
not
it,
for us.
this white powder like shoots off into your face.
Well, I don't breathe.
Yep, so you're fine.
I'm just like, well, that was ineffective.
You take out the envelope and look at the letter. I hope you know each of you are getting on my nerves now. This civil war, if you could call it, created by Chronicler is not good for what I wanted. If at any point you wish to stop it, just simply stop by my castle and we can have a talk. P.S. Sloop misses you. You won't stop barking. Please come. Sign at the bottom, Umpo.
Post Castle.
I fold it up and I put it into my bag. We'll deal with that later.
Might as well do a dinky analysis of the powder. But we have
Yeah,
other stuff to
I
talk
take a
about.
sample of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
get inside and I look at Cade and I'm just like, so, what do you know about that creep?
I'll look at Blue. What do you know about that creep?
I know just the same as you guys.
Wait.
He's my stepdad. You guys' stepdad.
I point to Luke and I go, he has made a very bad deal.
Yeah.
And say, wait, hold on.
I mean-
Yeah, yellow
Hold on,
really
hold
isn't
on,
your color, Blue.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. If things said here are true, which is hard to process, that means Prometheus is the same Prometheus when we all talk about the Emperor.
Yeah, that's
And he was a bugbear.
Yes, I mean, yes, he was a bugbear, and then apparently an elf, and a half-orc, and a dragon,
It's a lot.
and now whatever. Like, I guess
Some
it
sort
makes
of
sense
shifter
that there's
type
some
must
sort
have
of
been.
evolution and things. But what's important is that you just made a deal with an entity that was locked here for good reason. That's the Yellow King. Do you not study?
You're-
Did none of you study history?
You're
What do
acting
you
like I
know
know
about
that
him?
name.
He almost destroyed all the planes. That the picture with the yellow moss. That was the infection he spread. He almost took over one of the original Praetorian. Actually, he did take over several of the original Praetorian guards, causing chaos and mischief. The
Hey, GM. Do I know about any of this?
Those of you that wish to see if you know anything, roll a culture check. This information has been like super highly sensitive, classified throughout the Empire. I know, Mel, you can get a +5 to this because of who
Okay.
your padre is.
Well, I also
I'm not
have
even gonna
some.
try and roll.
I got some memories passed on to me
You did.
that might also give me something. So I get my daddy +5 and
Your daddy
regular
+5.
+12. Do I get another plus for having my magic memories?
Oh, that's just gonna change what you know.
This is
Oh,
why
okay.
I built a character with top secret knowledge of the original Empire. I didn't
I'll roll for the
realize
heck of it, but
this would
Luna's not
happen.
likely to know this.
Yellow memories. Don't like
31.
It's
that.
culture, right?
Okay, Ewan. No.
No.
It's a culture
no.
check?
It is a
Or do
culture check. Yeah.
Bloop also no. He doesn't know anything.
I was gonna say.
Slunda, you're on a backwater planet that
Yep.
yeah, you weren't even like civilization on the backwater planet, so nope.
So
Flamel.
yeah, what's Flamel?
You-
doing?
Flamel has heard of yellow moss. Actually, there's a little bit of a sample that's under pretty heavy lock and key in Flamel Laboratories. You do remember that? You remember Nicholas telling you how dangerous it was and that you weren't to use it under any circumstances whatsoever. But he did have you research it to try and replicate it.
Oh,
You would know, he would have informed you on Dotharan history, and how, I mean, everything from his point of view is pretty skewed. Very anti-empire, telling stories of the emperor and how he didn't allow for progression to truly happen the way that it was naturally meant to, how he stopped things from Nicholas's life happening, how Nicholas had a partner. He's definitely used the word partner. That was related to this Moss, that they were working on things together, and he kind of resents the Empire for stopping that.
Crap.
So yeah, and that's how. No.
Oh no.
So yes, the Yellow King he's what is the term? History was never my strong suit, but I had to memorize this for any times we needed to teach a new planet that was discovered. The Yellow King, if he was discovered, any traces of him were discovered, the theoretical protocol was destruction of a world. He is so potent, and he's a virus. Anyways, Yellow King bad. He managed to negatively affect, through deals and pacts, the original Praetorian Guard. He caused Nora to kill innocents. He caused Ling to, well, a lot of bad things in general, all under the guise of giving. And then I look at Bloop, gifts. But these gifts all come with a great price. And I pull out like a little very worn notebook from my back pocket. It's like very simplistic. And just like I open it up, I like flip around, and then just like there's a picture of the Pallid Mask. It's very worn, and just got a big red circle around it with like a slash. And it's like, see, bad. It just
Kate.
literally says no deals.
As you guys can see, there's another picture on the page before there, though.
Ooh.
And
Oh
there's
yes. There's all sorts of people who
a picture
who
of
were ruined by the
Cade.
King. There
Picture of
was
what?
Seems that
Of what?
Cade.
It's a picture of you, Cade. And in one hand, you're holding that Pallid Mask. And in a madman's ranting on that page. Never again. Never again. I'll give it up. Why did this happen to me?
What deal did you make?
No, that's not me. That is that was one of the Emperor's
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
who
See,
betrayed-
clearly the
No,
picture has hair.
This is this is not me. This looks nothing like me. This is the Emperor's childhood friend. This was a great hero of the Empire who was tricked by the Yellow King. His name is Surgeon.
That's your handwriting, though, saying
Isn't
never
that-
again, though.
No, it's not. It's not my
Well,
handwriting.
Mal-
Cade, looking at it, it is your handwriting.
That doesn't make
Looks
any sense.
suspiciously like you.
Flamel, can you put a projection of Cade's face and the stranger's face next to each other, please?
Absolutely.
That's,
Wait, no, this is
oh no, that's the same picture.
This one's you, Cade. This one's the picture.
Now, Drusus told us the name Surgeon, right?
Yes,
he
he
did.
did.
So, our friend who died, he mentioned that he had a surgeon in his head. Or I don't know if head is the right term, but
no, wait, no.
You just want to keep the power for yourself.
First
You
off,
don't want us to have any.
I don't need any extra power. I was sent here by Prometheus. Wait.
You were sent here by
You were
Prometheus?
sent
Wait.
here by Prometheus?
No, wait. I was sent.
Uh-oh.
I was sent.
Where were you sent?
I was sent by Prometheus to find people. Yes, I was sent by the Emperor to find people, or I guess to find places that needed our help. The Emperor's
Were
strength
there-
and power to grow. I wasn't
Cade,
sent
Roll a
here.
perception check for me.
I was sent
Cade,
here.
were there other people with you?
No, I was alone. Verteppen. Damn it. I need a space in there. Hold on. Also, I'm so glad I switched to these orange dice. What? That's the wrong place for the space.
Space. There you go.
As you're having this conversation, you're like flipping back through your notebook to see what other things are different. Near the beginning of it, you have a list of people that you're supposed to find. There's a picture that looks really similar to Flamel. One that looks like Slunda. One that looks like E1. One that looks like Blue.
That was just a circle.
Just a blue circle. It no longer looks like blue because blue is yellow.
This isn't what my notebook looked like.
Yeah, well, time has changed.
The future is now, old man.
That's not what I meant. I just think.
Bloop, you're the old man here. Although I'm not sure what you have done will do to your projected lifespan, if anything.
Probably nothing.
What is
You
the
say that
next
so
step, GM?
blithely.
What is the page after finding them? What am I supposed to do next?
Make a deal with Yellow King.
No, probably not.
You are literally the guy who got sent to become a surgeon.
I
You
just
just
want
didn't
to
get a heads up about it.
I just want to point out that Mark in the original campaign was the only person who did not make some sort of deal with the Yellow King.
Yeah.
So I guess this is fitting.
I mean,
He had
technically,
to
Larkspur
know.
didn't make any deals, but she did get forcibly commandeered, so.
I mean, okay, you know what? That's
I mean,
fair.
so,
That's
same
very
thing
fair.
happened to Absalom. He got
That's true. He did drink
commandeered
the.
too.
Absalom was dumb. He drank milk.
He did.
He
Out
drank
of
the milk.
context!
Oh, but I guess that wasn't the Yellow King. That was another friend.
Let's
That was
go,
Mama.
Mom.
Go, Mom.
Oh boy,
There's no
howdy.
notes about Goat Mom, though.
Looking at the next pages, in Madman's writing, it says, "Help them, help them, help them, save them, save us, save me."
Wait, it says what?
Help them, written over and over and over, and then save them, written over and over, and just mad scribblings on this page. And on the next page, it says, "Save me."
I love that song.
Save me.
Do any of
from
us see your
the
stuff? I
night.
wonder if you can make any. Well, I don't know if that's enough to make an insight check about who would have written
I'm
it.
standing pretty close to him, so unless he's hiding this, Flamel will see it.
Just
She's
look
kind
up,
of suspicious of him.
and I just go, I guess
Can I?
I'm stuck with you until I save you.
Can I, DM, I'm interested in, seeing if anything happens if I touch, Cade with the powers of my newest little tattoo. The one that looks like, that's the time, why is the word not working right now?
The
Hourglass.
hourglass.
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause I do have one
Roll
more
mysticism.
use on that. Okay.
Roll
Okay.
mysticism.
I mean, it would probably give the effect to him, unless you want some fun thing to happen.
Oh, there's definitely gonna be a fun thing happening with this.
Okay.
I love fun things. But I think my definition of fun and your guys' definition of fun might be slightly scawampus.
So that's a non-natural 20.
Oh, right. So as you reach over, the tattoo on your hand starts to glow golden white. Cade starts to get this golden aura around him for a moment. As both of you, I need a change of music.
Dun dun dun.
Who is both of you?
You and me, Cade.
Who am I?
Drusus 2.0.
What's funny is I was going to like message Luke and be like, listen, I want him to be Bruce's ancestor, maybe. I think that would be funny. Or descendant of surgeon would also be funny. But instead, I am all I am them incarnates. I don't know.
You
who
have
I
no
am.
connection to Drusus, and you have no connection to
Oh,
Surgeon.
no. Even worse, I'm your dad. Someone here.
You're the replacement.
Oh,
You're the
no.
replacement surgeon. He's just having an existential crisis that's going like this.
You know what's gonna be really
I
crazy?
am a surgeon.
You know what's really crazy, guys? We're gonna find out that Cade was never real. He was literally just something pulled and formed so that, and given some sort of backstory in his own head, so that he could hold the information necessary. And he's just gonna.
He's a
eventually
robot.
find out He was never real. He was
He's
just
like a
some sort of-
simulacrum.
well,
You could.
it wouldn't be the first time that Prometheus
Yeah.
made a being specific with a specific purpose and a specific story
Yeah.
so that he could get something done. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. Hey.
It's me,
Are
Caliban's
you
little brother.
Caliban's brother?
Oh no. I don't trust myself anymore. I'm gonna
I'm
stab
loving
Luke.
Well, Mel does
Why?
feel bad. She
I'm-
just saw that unfold, and she's like, "You are stuck with us, and I'm so sorry."
I
So
think he
it's-
deserves it.
It's
Luke,
like
I got words for you.
I'll never see my son Gaius grow up. No.
Is he ever real?
That hasn't occurred to Cade yet.
Uh,
Cade still thinks he's a person. He's just very confused as why his memories are starting to be not the same.
oh, you're about to find out. It's a little
Yes.
bit worse than what all of you guys had
and I was
imagined.
like,
Oh, hell no.
well, maybe your
so-
son will grow up without you, but like, it could be worse.
Oh, why
My
not?
son's soul got erased from existence. That was pretty bad.
I am
At
my
least
own
that's
grandpa.
not what happened to you, probably.
No, let's go.
We gonna get some memories up in here.
Yeah, you are.
Up in here.
Fun fact: this is the same spell that Drusus cast on me once.
Wait, what's the spell
Nice.
exactly?
Perfect recall.
Oh,
Oh, so you know.
Oh no!
You've reconnected all the neural pathways in my brain. Why?
This could be
Wait, you did that
Oh.
after I had
Andrew.
a person's soul inserted into me?
Andrew, you're a
No, I feel like
severance
Slunda
worker.
doesn't realize it though. Slunda's just like, you're freaking out. Let me pat you on the shoulder, and then this happens.
Wait,
Andrew.
wait, I'm a what?
Your character, Kate is a severance worker. You're from Severance, the show.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, so is Cade the outie or the innie?
Probably the outie.
Why not both?
Oh,
I have not seen Severance, so all of these are just words to me.
So the concept
The
of
idea
Severance,
of Severance-
which I
TikTok, it's
also
great.
haven't watched, is it's literally people get like it's not like a lobotomy, but they get a surgery done that basically separates they get a pre-built or pre-installed like consciousness, and your innie is not the real you. They're the one you had created, and that's the one you're
no,
forced
it's
to go
not-
work
it's
a
not
job
quite like that.
essentially. Well, that's the concept that is explained in the commercials.
It's
They
you're-
remember
you're-
only being at work or only being not at work, and they don't remember
Yes.
the other one.
So you never remember leaving work when you leave, and to your perspective, you leave, you come back instantly. But when you leave, your memories
Never at
are
work.
surgically separated. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So when you leave, you are never at work. But when you leave, when you're at work, you're always at work.
Well, it's not just work.
Work
Like,
life
that's the
balance,
main use
but
for it.
evil.
I was gonna say there was one horrible concept that people hated in one of the. I think it's the latest season, and it's that this woman severed her mind specifically for anything having to do with like the child process, like the
Childbirth.
entire pregnancy and childbirth, and like she
Ugh.
turns it on whenever it has to do with like taking care of the child. And
Oh,
someone
no.
talked about how traumatizing that was to think about, because they're like, this woman did not have an attachment to a child because she didn't carry the child for 9 months, doesn't remember it, but all the Innie is seeing is like 9 months of pain and horror, the pregnant, like, and after the pregnancy was the birth, and then like specific instances of like having to like take care of the child, but they're in such rapid blinks that like they watch their child age at a horrific rate
Well, that is terrifying, actually.
Mhm.
by a multimillionaire like woman who just wants to like enjoy her life and not deal with the kid while having the kid.
It's crazy.
Anyways,
Yeah, the show looks super interesting. I just see clips of it on TikTok.
what memories have been injected into my brain?
Yay!
It's really funny that you should talk about childbirth
No,
What?
because
You gave birth?
I guess.
You remember being
Slunda-
born?
Slunda and Cade, you guys are sitting covered in sand,
Oh shit.
kind of gasping for air.
Ooh.
I shoved them into
Giant
the timescape.
waves are slammed into you over and over again.
I try to push myself up.
Waves of sand or waves of water?
Waves of water.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get out with my like, I don't know, survival training stuff.
Okay.
I try to
So you-
just push myself up, and if I manage it, I hold out a hand to bring Kate up.
I allow the hand to be given to me. I pull off the
I'm not
hand. that
giving you a
Nicholas
hand.
Flamel- No, it's mine
This is-
now.
Oh yeah, didn't Flamel get told?
Much like, you know, the what's his name? Brain's not working. Like the Inception scene where like he's on the beach and he's like trying to get
Yeah.
out of the wave. Yeah. Leonardo
I was
DiCaprio.
just trying to
that's what it
find
was.
that in a GIF. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find, but I can't find it. So
You mean,
as you help each
you mean
other.
Interstellar or Inception?
Inception.
Inception.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you help Cade out of the tide, Lothar, even though you don't need to breathe, you feel waterlogged. It's not a fun sensation. Before you see this small village. Very, for you, Slunda, this would be, you know, very much so like a fantasy story, one told in the books and tales of the old villages, houses made of wood, that are there. Cade, this just looks like history of where Reclam came from.
Oh, it's the little village outside of Reclam where they do recreations of historical villages.
Wait, do what?
Start to see the sand forming into people as they kind of solidify and begin moving in and out of the village, carts bringing in supplies or hay for the day and going about their business. You feel this drawing into the village, Cade.
Is this where you made the deal?
Didn't make a deal. DM, is this where I made the deal? Do I remember?
You
Does
can-
this look familiar? Like,
Everything feels a little hazy.
do I look like me? I know this doesn't affect me since I can't
No,
see me.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but you can tell of yourself. You seem like you. So no, it looks like Cade.
He doesn't have his hair back or anything. He looks the same as he did a moment ago.
Yep.
Okay.
Touching my head. This is very unfortunate.
You can feel sand starting to crawl up the back of your leg. It's pretty itchy, and it heads up your back onto your head, Cade, and starts to solidify into your hair.
Oh.
We're never leaving.
Just made him new hair out of sand. Is that what happened? He just has sand hair.
Yep.
I'm a sandy blonde now.
Does the hair stay sand or does it look like normal hair?
It looks like normal hair
I see.
with sand in it.
DM, do I recognize this place?
It has an odd sense of familiarity to you, but nothing immediately right now.
Can I let that sense of familiarity guide me?
Sure.
Just go to wherever feels
Okay.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. As you start walking, trudging through the sand, moving closer to the small village.
I would like to imagine that the sand makes a like smooth, almost paved path while we're going. I don't
As
know if that'll
as you
work.
start to get closer, it does. But as you're more towards the shore, it's just that thick, wet sand that you have to trudge through. As you start moving forward, that sense of familiarity grows stronger and stronger, and it's the strangest sense of deja vu. You walking into the village proper, now it's cobblestone streets that your feet are walking on. The scent of freshly baked bread. And you look over and there's a moment of like, oh yes, that's my favorite bakery. But you keep walking on instinct and start heading deeper into the village. Village starts to curve up on a hill. And as you reach the top of this hill, you see this small little cottage that overlooks this giant corn and wheat field. There's several scarecrows scattered about.
Normal scarecrows or like?
Yep, normal scarecrows.
Okay.
But there are, I mean, you probably see 30, 40 scarecrows out in this field. And on each one, there's at least 15 birds that are pecking away at the crops.
Terrible scarecrows.
It's just this small, single, like, probably like just one of those single room cottages, where, you know, you sleep, you eat, everything, you meet all just as you walk in. You feel just drawn to the door. As you start heading up, you start to hear the sound of a baby crying. And in your mind, you begin to feel a connection to the first time that you had cried.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I really hope I'm not who I think I am. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Everything.
Opening the door. Oh, sorry. You go.
Oh no. I was just doing like a little like, oh, is something wrong? Does a baby sounds like?
This feels really familiar. I don't think. I don't know. Don't let me do anything. Don't let me do anything crazy like the slime.
Okay. I put a pen on
Also,
the shoulder.
I like look over at Slim. I'm like, why are we here in the sand place, but no one
I don't
else
know.
is?
It kind of makes me think of what Drusus said that he saw.
Great, awesome.
DM, is my tattoo still glowing, or like, am I aware of that in this place?
At you can look down and you can see it is covered. Not that the hand's covered in
Right,
sand,
but
but like it's like the tattoo is the sand now.
Yeah.
So it's not glowing, but like the rest of your hand has little specks of sand on it. You've like brushed it off as you've been going up, except for this one part, and will not leave. It's ingrained, grains of sand, ingrained into your hand.
There's... Maybe it's a sign from him? As she just kind of absentmindedly like rubs at the spot that the sand doesn't come off at.
You're rubbing it. On the other side of this door, you begin to hear a woman scream. Well, her. You can imagine that there was a birth that had just happened. The screams start to die down, and you hear a gentleman's voice. It's panicked. You can't make out what's being said, but then you start to just hear him crying over the sound, or make the sound of this young child.
So the man that we heard, there's a man crying over the child now.
Yeah.
Does the voice from does this feel?
You recognize this
familiar?
voice, but you're not sure how. Yeah.
Does it feel?
It has this warm
feel
feeling
paternal?
to you. Yeah.
I just look and I go, I think that's my father. Not my father. I don't. And I just I go towards it.
Okay. Opening the door, you see
And I'm following close behind.
both of you entering the door. Nobody notices that you've entered in. It's a very small, confined room. Woman is laid out on a table. You don't see her moving or breathing. This middle-aged gentleman is sitting on a stool, just crying. His head is just laying on this woman. There's these maids that are there. They're bringing in water. They're bundling up this baby, trying to keep it calm and comfortable. So one of the maids goes over to the man. You can see he has this long, dark hair that's kind of pulled back. Not like long shoulder length, but I mean it's like it's longer, it's straight, but it's pulled back.
Like
kinda
Aragorn hair?
Yeah, like Aragorn hair, yeah.
DM, does this person look anything like anyone's face who I have seen recently? Like maybe like a robotic version on a wall at a weird compound or anything like that? Maybe just different ages.
Or like the
Roll
person
intelligence
that
check for me.
I also saw didn't I see a young version of that one
Yeah.
time when I got into his mind?
What?
Oh, yeah, Slinda, you recognize.
I recognize.
Oh
So what type of check is this?
Intelligence.
Oh. That 19.
Yeah, it's
Oh wait,
not
sorry,
metal,
sorry.
but it definitely.
It's a dirty 20 because I have a +1.
Yeah, I mean, you can see there's facial features that resemble it.
So you say that's your father?
That's
Oh no.
something's
Uh,
wrong here.
As you say something's wrong, the entire house collapses in this wave of sand burying both of you.
Side note: did we get a glimpse at the woman at all, or we just kind of saw that there was a woman? But
You just saw, like, her face was covered. He was laying on her, just like off to the side, crying.
gotcha. Okay.
As it crashes on both of you, you feel trapped, like you're in a coffin with all the sand around you. You begin trying to dig your way up, and as you do, you find yourself digging your way into the floor of a different house. It feels like looks kind of like you're in a basement, this stone basement, where there's this young boy. Cade, you feel this connection to him, who is currently has some tools, with this same gentleman that you had seen before. There's the workings of a warforged, it seems, against the wall. A giant scythe for a hand. Looks over to the small boy. All right, Cade, go and do it.
What?
Watch the little boy go and press the button. As it does, the mouth opens up and you see these saws beginning to spin as the central eye turns on with this laser dot. And the little boy looks scared as he backs away. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Shouldn't do anything to us. You want to go out and take it for a try? The little Cade shakes his head eagerly up and down. So he takes the boy's hand and motions for this Warforged to follow as it hops down and begins marching out. Side, like up these stairs. Well, it marches up these stairs as you two are just there in the basement.
Now, DM, are these my memories? Do these feel like my memories?
You definitely feel a connection to them.
Because that'd be really funny, because I have a lot of points in engineering for some reason. That I just threw in there because I couldn't figure out where to put them. Okay.
The GM pays attention to what you guys do with your characters?
No!
What?
Okay, wait, so
No
this feels
way.
familiar, but not familiar. Does this man look like my dad?
It doesn't necessarily look like your dad, but like you just get this feeling seeing him of like you haven't seen your dad in a while, and it just that like I'm home. You guys are just there in the basement. You've heard them go out the door.
I just look at Slinda and I go, why does that man look like the face? Why does...
That's Okay, sorry, quick. Do we know all about Peter, or just he's been mentioned? Well, like, has Flamel shared the whole Peter situation?
I think, Slunda, you are the person who would know the most. I would have shared everything with Slunda, even if I hadn't told everything to everyone.
Okay.
I know nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
I
guess
go.
that's not true at this point, but...
Slunda knows everything Flamel knows.
Okay. That's Have you heard the name Peter before?
DM, does that feel like a I don't know, like a family name or something.
Feels like a middle name to you.
Gotcha. I just, I think,
So,
I think
Flamel's.
that's my name.
I see.
Hold on, now I have to go
So-
change my character sheet because I never did give myself a middle name.
So
Guys, you have to understand, I can't be loud and freak out because there's a child sleeping in the next room, but I want to yell and freak out.
So Selena's just like, so
Oh no!
yeah, I'm
no.
sorry, but your dad's kind of a jerk. He's got issues because his son Peter died, and he kept trying to. Do I know that he kept trying to bring Peter back, or? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, kept trying to bring him back, and he made his children to
Oh no!
so
I don't think you guys know what Kluki has done to me. I don't know if you really. Oh no! Just my name alone is a really bad thing now.
Anyway,
What he's done to me?
wait, Cade, what does your name say right now?
Well, his actual name is Kylus, and then Peter, and then Benedictus. Kylus is a type of it's a god, right? But it specifically refers to a special type of like flowering plant. Made known for like so I did this as like a joke. I don't know if he looked up the plant as well, but it's very well known for these really bright yellow patterns.
No! Why?
No!
I
Why did you do that?
He brought it upon himself.
Benedictus, his last name is like "Blessed be the Lord" type thing, right? Like a prayer upwards. And Peter, I don't know if this is the way he wanted it spelled or put in, but Peter means like in Latin, because you could do the name Peter that like translates into the Greek, or you could do the word like Petere or Peter, which would be pronounced kind of like Peter, and that means to seek, pursue, or attack specifically. So that's cool. I may have screwed you off.
how do you spell Kylus?
Kylus is his name. That's my whole name. I go
How do you
by
spell it?
Cade.
how do you spell it?
Caelus.
Caelus. Okay.
Yeah,
And Kate is short for Kylus?
that's his nickname.
Gotcha, okay.
Dude.
So, but yeah, so, if that's your dad, he's, well, Flamel's not on good terms with him.
I was like, I think I was. I don't. This
I-
is weird
I
because
think
this
you-
isn't my memory, but it is.
So, Peter died as a child. And
I am not a
his
child.
father, Nicholas, apparently had a previous name
Grayson.
of. Yes.
No, how did I know that? I think, and I like turn. I'm like, is there a door here? Let's go through a door. Let's leave. We can leave this, right? I don't like this. This is making me feel in bad ways.
Okay, as you say you want to leave, you head up the steps that they took, and there's a door there, and you open it. It's a cellar door, so you push it open, climbing up to the top. Now, Same area that that small cottage was on. It's grown a little bit. Looking down, you see this little boy and man who are taking this robotic scarecrow into the field. You watch out from the corner of your eye as this very large raven begins to swoop down. You see the scarecrow's head turns towards it, and there's this red dot on it that's following it, and the bird flies directly behind. Well, it's not quite close to you, but like in between you and the scarecrow. And in that, not in between you and the scarecrow. Sorry, in between little boy Cade and the scarecrow.
Ah.
You hear these loud grinding sounds, even though you're a good distance away. And as, like, in the moment it passes between you, this ripcord shoots from its mouth, puncturing through the bird, and it continues to go forward. This little boy turns, looking to see what the sound is before this harpoon gets shoved into him. And both of them are yanked towards the scarecrow, the bird and little boy.
Oh gosh.
The man begins screaming, running, telling this scarecrow to shut off and power down. It does, but just a little too late, as this little boy has a huge chunk ripped out of his left shoulder and a harpoon piercing through his back. A terrible freak accident that you just witnessed. And you feel this pain in your chest, Cade. You feel a pain in your shoulder. The waves of wheat begin to blow as the wind picks up, and they begin turning into sand. As the scenery shifts once again, you find yourself back in the basement, on both of you standing on the side. And the little boy is there, laying on the table. This man is desperately trying to fix anything, crying, shouting, I can't lose him too. I can't. He reaches into his hand and pulls out this golden orb. Emperor, please help my son. Please. And the orb light brightens for a moment before going dark as he looks at it and chucks it away in anger. Both of you feel another presence enter in as there's this yellow hooded figure. I can help him. The man jumps back in fear, knocking over many of the tools that were on one of the tables. I can help him. But he's going to need to do something for me. Confusion is on this man's face. Who are you? Don't have much time. It's going to pass. The man that's now on the ground beginning to stand up. All right, just save him. Save him, and we'll do whatever you need us to. This figure, yellow hooded figure, reaches down. Instead of a hand, there's just this long tentacle that reaches out into the chest cavity where the harpoon had been removed. And the boy, as the there's a moment of nothing as the tentacles recoils. The boy sits up, looking from side to side. His head shifts, and you swear, Slunda, that he can see you. he stretches out his
tiny
hand,
wave.
and you hear this scream of him shouting out, "Help me, please!" As the sand takes everything and rips it away once again. You find yourself both on the beach again. Yeah, both on the beach again. This
Just
little
taking
boy,
deep breaths.
he looks to be a little older now. Teenager is off in the distance playing with a young bugbear. They seem to be smacking swords around with each other. Okay, you remember doing this. Start to get a headache over your eyebrow. As you see the bugbear slams a big wooden sword into the teenager, and it explodes into sand. Another scene forms where there is this large city out in front of you. Chaos is happening, fires. You can hear the sounds of a riot happening. As the boy looks to be a young man now, running up to this bugbear. I don't know what we're gonna do to stop this. Viper looks at him. It's okay, you stay here and protect them. As the bugbear and several other people, you see like this gnome, you see a dwarf, you see a dragonborn, and a
Human?
yeah, human. I was like, it wasn't half elf. No,
No.
jump in the
that's for
hole.
kid.
Yep.
I don't recognize anything about the human, given that I've been cursed with the, Larkspur's lullaby, do I?
All you recognize is you've seen a silhouette that looks similar with Nagy.
With Nagy.
The scene shifts as you just have all of these different thoughts coming through your mind, Cade, of all these events happening. Your best friend becoming your mortal enemy because your father made a deal with you or with somebody else, and you were the bargaining chip. He didn't know what that was going to mean at the time. You see a time that you were more familiar with, of you standing on a spelljammer, heading out into space, and it feels wrong as it begins to crumble away. You see another ship manifesting from the ground, and you standing on it, and there's two other people standing in front of you. Cinda, you recognize one of them.
As
Or no. Well, yes, you do now, because you have the tattoo. A connection. This is Praetor Titus.
Oh.
There's another man standing next to him who you don't recognize as you both start hearing the conversation. You should do, as this is Titus.
No, I didn't get the memories, but I do have the tattoo, so I just instinctively
you can
know
see.
this is Titus.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I think we've gone back far enough, and he just had a family and kids. connection to the Empire. The other man, I can work with that. I can change who he was. Alter his reality. We'll take him back to the beginning then. Get all of them together. Connect them. It'll make it easier to take them all out. It's what's best for the Empire. As you see yourself, Cade, sitting bound now on this ship, as time begins reversing, all of your memories of a wife and children start to seep away from you, and all of these new memories of who you used to be, leading up to a moment where you were there with Emperor Prometheus as you both are standing there. A final battle has occurred as you lay in his arms, a sword glowing as these gems have been filled with this yellowish light. You hear Prometheus's voice. I'm sorry, my friend, but you still are bound to him. You must be taken in. But if you see that there's something wrong and I don't know what it is, figure that out for me and make it right. As that version of you starts to shift, and both of you find yourself once again in our house.
How much time has passed for everybody else? Have we passed out, or is this an instant
Nope.
thing?
This is an instant thing. Your hand, you've touched Cade,
Mhm.
and your hand just goes back immediately. The glowing has stopped.
But so it was instantaneous for everyone else, but we're just like, just that just happened.
Yep.
I just go nope, 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 nope.
Should I sedate him?
Maybe wait.
Don't talk to your older
Try
brother
manually.
like that. Let's. We need to. We need to.
I
I'm
think-
sorry.
We need to
I'm
leave
sorry.
this place of madness. We need to
What
go.
did you just say to me?
Take a deep breath.
What?
So
What did he
we
just
saw.
say?
I think Drusus showed me something. I think that's what I rub at the tattoo, which presumably is not covered in sand since this is real world.
There's no sand. Yep.
I think Drusus showed us what happened.
What happened?
The
My whole life
crater.
is changed or a lie.
The same one who talked to Arvad took Cade from his time and made him Peter.
So I have more reason to kill Titus now.
What?
Is
Is
that
what you're saying?
is that his name? The man who stole me?
There were
I
two
mean-
men. I don't know the other, but I knew from. I just knew that one of them was
Peter is dead.
No.
Is your heart still?
DM, do I still have that creepy black heart? And Mel's just like, don't like
Can
this.
I make a Can I make a perception about her heart? A perception check to see if it's there myself.
Oh, that was one of the things that you weren't able to perceive.
Because
Because
it's in
of
the
what it was
kind
in
of
her
black
heart.
box.
Yeah.
I straight up start opening up my inner workings. I'm just like, what the heck? What the heck? Let's see if I can find the box.
Okay. Yep. As you're pulling out, your inner works, your mini laboratory that's there, you disassemble yourself, putting yourself there. They're frantic. They're at the back behind several panels and wires and pipes. You can feel the black box. It's connected to a lot.
DM, have you ever seen the movie Dragonheart?
I love Dragonheart.
Yes.
So I'm
and
going to
you-
ask you a question. In the style of Dragonheart, when she's pulling out her, I don't know, heart section, is there like a, you know, when he like lifts the heart scale specifically?
Uh-huh.
Is there like a, is that kind of thing happening right here? Like the
Cade,
closer
you
it comes out. No.
can feel your heartbeat, but it's not in your chest.
Oh no.
You feel it coming from that black box.
I just look at her and I go, I was like, wait, can you feel this? And I just like, you know that thing where you can make your heart beat a little faster by just like freaking out internally?
Mhm.
I'm doing that. I'm like, "Can
Does
you
he
feel
have a
this?"
heart?
I will.
I'm doing a scan. Does he have a heart?
Scanning over him, he has. Oh, roll a medicine check for me.
I'll,
An
I'll,
illusion of a heart.
I'll assist.
This is why
Okay,
he does.
that's-
He's
that's
on a
fine.
fast because does he have any
in?
internal organs? They're all in the flamels or something.
Oh my gosh, he's missing so many pieces.
I'm a lich.
What? Do I get anything from?
You get a +5
You want
because
us to-
Ewan's helping. Yep.
Oh.
Does that make
Wow.
you my phylactery?
Bro, I'm about to rip this thing out and give it back to you.
I don't want it.
That's a 35. What do I
Can't-
see?
Kid has a piece of a heart. Like a
Mm,
upper
hmm.
ventricle. That's. Wait, which one's on top? Is it ventricle or atrium?
He
I
gave you a piece of his heart.
think I have something of yours.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
The very next day,
you gave it away.
You.
this year, give me something. I'll give it to someone special.
Oh,
Which is
Why?
now you because you
Does it-
got warped in with another person.
does it seem like it would be bad for me to remove this thing?
Yes, this is what's powering you.
Fetch.
This is your life force. This is your life support. It is-
Well,
You can't have it back. Unfortunately, bad news for you. I have your heart, apparently, and I'm keeping it. And I start closing everything back up.
well,
I wasn't gonna take
it looks like Flamel has gone to pieces, and everything else has also.
Can you do that thing again? Well,
No,
Is it a
that's once per day.
all right.
I want to, though, because we quite clearly need to talk
Yes.
quickly. I vote, or move. I guess move is a better word than vote. I move that we all zonk and let our subconsciousnesses process whatever big revelations have happened to you. Yes. Oh, and before we retire, Bloop, just in case, because everything else seems to be going wonky, what's her goat name? Mother said that you had an ability to sense her children somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see them.
I'll just point at my masked face and like, she didn't say anything, but
You're checking to see if you're part of the family.
just to check. And you should also check him too. Now,
Check him. I haven't seen it around you.
just in case, so that I can maybe also feel a little more empowered in processing this rather than being more of a bystander.
DM, now that I've gotten some practice discerning the aura around these people, do I get a bonus to it?
Yeah, you don't need to roll anymore. You see one. You see a mixture around you, Bloop. You have this black and yellow aura that are intermingling together. You see a similar yellow aura around Cade. Flamel and Slunda have that black aura, but just this tiny hint of yellow has started to creep in.
Oh.
Ewan is clear.
Okay, and I point to Cade. He is a child of the father of the king. I point to Ewan. I don't see anything around you. And
There's
I go over
relief.
to Flamel. Yeah, and I go over to Flamel and Cinder. The usual black auras around you, but now I see a little bit of yellow. Was it around Flamel too?
Great.
You said?
Yeah.
So, I mean, since you have his heart, and since you also watch those memories with him, you both have a little bit of yellow now, but still mostly black. So, a child of the mother, and I apparently also have a yellow and black aura now.
Also, sorry.
Oh, I wonder why.
Tristari is also just a pure black aura.
Oh, and Tristari, your aura is entirely black.
Oh, I'm glad that hasn't changed.
I mean,
Tristari, did you ever go through a goth phase? Just wondering.
What's a goth?
It's a phase.
This is a goth.
Ah, I understand.
Hey, Mom.
Hayden went through a goth phase. It was interesting. Good night, everyone, or whatever you say in a place that has no time.
I check on Rosie. Since we didn't see you after you're probably we talk for a bit and then Slunda's like, hang on. She doesn't. Did anyone tell Rosie about?
There's a lot that we could have told her. I think she left
Make back-
shortly after we rescued her.
I will peek around for Rosie, see if she's here.
As you can hear
being very
her up
close-eyed.
on the second floor. She seems to be vacuuming the carpets.
I'll just go up and. Are you all right, Rosie? We're back.
Oh, welcome back. I was just trying to tidy up the place for you. I hope everything. Thank you. Well, I don't know what you guys were doing. I'm sure you were helping. I really, really owe it to you guys. I don't know what was going to happen to me.
Do you know how you got there?
Got. Well, yeah, there was a couple people bust into our house and they grabbed me, a big scary alligator monster guy, cuffed me up and dragged me out.
Right. Well, you don't have to worry about him.
That's good.
Takes a deep, deep exhale. Pauses for a moment, trying to think of how much to say about Chronicler, or if she knows about. Because wasn't it said that Chronicler was kind of an accidental, but then he was left on purpose?
Mhm.
I might just ask her. So, how long? Well, I guess this is. Did you know Chronicler before the Glassway?
I did. That's where I met him, actually.
Right. Just internally, like, okay. So she's not necessarily a terrible person, but she is stuck here. Did you know that he was trying to leave?
She pauses. You wouldn't do that without talking to me.
Well, I don't know if I have the best explanation skills. But
It's okay. I'm sure he was just joking with you if he said something. He knows that we can't leave. We're stuck here. We don't have the powers to leave. We can get people out, but we can't leave ourselves. He's kind of a jokester. So
well, I don't think you'll be seeing him today, as far as today exists in this place.
I figured not. He's busy taking care of whatever was going on out there. Said he had quite some things to do, so.
Would you join us for breakfast in the morning?
Of course. Your rooms are all clean and tidy. Just
Do you have a room?
yeah, I have a room.
Okay. We don't want to be putting you out.
Oh no, of course not. Of course not. If you need anything, just give me a holler and I'll make it for you or drink for you. I forgot. You guys are here. I'm sorry. Let me go and get tea for you as she bends to walk past you.
Hey, I think everyone's heading straight to bed, so while the effort is appreciated, I don't know.
Okay, then I shall also go and retire and allow you all to retire. Thank you,
Well, thank you.
Mistress Linda. It's always a pleasure.
No need to call me mistress, unless that's how you address everybody. You can just
No, not
Linda.
everybody.
Just
What?
Slunda is fine.
All right, just Linda.
Huh.
She has a little bit of a smile on her face, and she bows to you and walks downstairs.
Slunda bows back, like just imitates the same action. And goes back, I think, as she passes people's rooms, she just sends a little telepathic message of, we should tell Rosie in the morning. Just, like, as just passing by, just a little message to everybody. We should tell Rosie about Chronicler in the morning. And goes and retires.
As all of you retire, is there anything that you're
Lamel
gonna?
is waiting to talk to Cade.
Okay, awesome.
And she's gonna wait till it's just the two of them, unless someone else is hanging around as well. Okay,
Bloop might be there.
it's fine. Cade, I need to talk to you.
No.
Andrew, are you there? Okay.
I don't know. I sure, yeah. What's up?
Look,
What's the
I
matter?
understand this has been a lot for
You
you.
understand? You. That's amazing. I didn't know that you recently discovered that your heart, the very thing that's supposed to help pump blood through your body, is in the body of another person, a mechanoid person that your father built, apparently, but he was not your father always. He was forced into it, or you were ripped from your own time and then forced into some role so that you could be something, because that makes sense. And now you technically have like 3 souls in your body, or 2 souls, but the soul that you thought was your soul, who you think you are, is not you. You understand that? You understand that the sort of revelation that comes with that, all along with the same thing, that the emperor who you serve is not actually an emperor, or I guess he is the emperor. That part didn't change, but now he's a god emperor who does all sorts of atrocious things. But originally he was a bugbear, so like in a racist sense of things, that makes sense because goblinoids are inherently evil creatures typically. But like, what is going on?
Okay. So, weirdly, I can relate to more of that than you might think.
That's a
But-
horrifying thought.
Well, yeah, remember, am the one with your heart in my chest. And that was a relatively recent discovery, that I had the horrific heart of my long dead brother, that my father was always disappointed that I wasn't hanging out inside of me, unbeknownst to me. That's been fun. Look, I know that this isn't your fault. And so it's not your fault that I kind of hate you. I kind of stuck with each other now. And so I'm sorry that I don't like it. But how would you feel about meeting him again, Dad?
Listen, right now I'm this close to trying to end my life because it feels like the right thing to do because of who I am supposed to be at this point. So, I mean, how would you feel if I said, sure, I'd love to meet him if I could kill him? Maybe, how would you
Good.
feel about that?
I have already tried to get him killed. I have contemplated ripping this heart out of my chest just to spite him, even though it would probably kill me.
It
And
might
then I
kill
did
me
have the brief
too.
thought that
Please don't yet.
I know that. Actually, you might be okay. I don't know. I have 3 other siblings that presumably have a few other organs of yours.
Oh.
Just so you know.
So you have more
And then
siblings.
I did briefly have the thought. I had a couple brief thoughts that I'm gonna be dealing with. But look, man, I hate him so much.
You wouldn't
But
be
if
both.
I brought you to him, well, he probably still wouldn't love me, because he would only love you.
Yeah, but
but,
see,
you
you
know,
can relish in the
might be-
fact that I hate him.
That is good. That is good. I think we can work from there. I was really worried that you were gonna have some sentimentality, and I
don't think you understand. I am here, I guess, with the power of the Yellow King. That's bad.
It is.
And at
It's
least,
bad.
at least I'm not as stupid as you, Blue. You agreed to it consensually.
I'm right
Yeah,
Thrust.
we know you're right
I
there.
was thrust into this by no fault of my own, just like you, who had my heart
Yeah.
thrust into your chassis through no fault of your own. But he, pointing at Bloop, he is a fool.
What have I
agree.
done this
Bloop,
for?
you could have asked me for help with those things. You know, I have a plan to bring him back.
Would you forget that
You
plan?
could have asked me.
I mean, just going off the top of my head, Blue. If I have this man's partial part of his soul in me, that means you're not going to forget everything. In fact, it means you probably didn't need to make that deal because something already.
Everyone
stupid
else
happened.
is. Everyone else is forgetting him.
I haven't forgotten him.
We saw the soul of his child get taken away because he was gone, because he never existed. The ship was erased from all his traces of his existence. I don't know what I have already forgotten, if I have.
That reminds me, if all of this gets fixed, technically, and I look at Flamel, technically you're an aunt.
Okay. What?
I'm trying to grasp at good straws. I mean, I have a son named Gaius at home, and I would like to imagine that he still exists and was not twisted in some weird way with all the rest of this. So, you might
that
have
is true.
something good in your
That'd be
life,
nice.
a single good familial connection. I'm going to hold on to that, and you can too if you'd like. I don't know. I'm just trying not to spiral out of control right now.
If the
That's fair.
people that we're related to, both Mom and I'm going to call him the King, if they're evil, then I have no good connections whatsoever.
Which makes
What
sense
I
as
want-
to why you look like a yellow, goat-headed booger.
I will burn your esophagus.
You
Anyway.
legitimately look like a booger when someone is sick. That's the color you are.
I got another pseudopod on your face right now, and I make it purposely look like it's dangling out of your nose. Anyway, I haven't had anything to look forward to in my life for millennia. From the moment I was born. I made friends with Drusus. And he's gone. Everything else, everyone else, they all seem evil. The Empire seems evil. I don't know if my quote-unquote supposed parents are evil. I know my dragon dad is evil. I don't think it matters at this point. I just want my friend back and not to forget him.
I'm going to bring him back.
How?
I'm going
what?
to use the Lazarus serum.
How do you know that will work?
I mean, it's managed to keep my dad alive.
But your dad didn't erase himself from existence.
I still have his body. I can keep him alive.
Well, when I last saw that body, it wasn't alive. And I don't know if we leave the glassway if that will stay the same.
Okay. I mean, you've made your decision. We can't undo it.
It just seems the common denominator in our life. That's the problem, or a problem, is the Empire.
Empire is a problem.
Really, because as long as I've been, it seems like the common denominator here that seems pretty bad, just from what everyone said, seems to be two things. First thing, yes, man named Titus. He seems like a bad guy.
I'm gonna kill him.
He's in the Praetorian Guard.
The Yellow King, who specifically has impacted the lives of everyone here in a very negative way. In fact, he seems to be the cause of all your misfortunes to this point. And
Well,
if we
the
laid out
Yellow
all the
King-
timelines, we could find it get worse and worse due to him specifically.
Well, the Yellow King didn't put Peter in you. That was Titus.
Oh, he did that because
I
of the Yellow King.
point to Flamel. He didn't put
No.
the Peter in you. That was your father.
Yes, because of the Yellow King.
I think that's just her father, really, at that point. If she- I don't think there'd be
He's
anything
pretty
to
bad all
preserve.
on his own.
I don't think there'd be anything to preserve if it wasn't for the Yellow King. That's probably true.
I don't think he would exist anymore without the Yellow King.
Probably not.
I don't think the existence of a child due to someone's intervention is the problem. I think maybe more her dad and Titus.
Listen, the Yellow King is the root of all evil.
I thought that was
He
money.
gave the two- What's the color of gold?
I haven't ever seen gold. Actually, I
It's
think did I
yellow.
have I? Oh no,
Look
I've seen
down.
gold. That was before I came to the Empire. Yeah, no, but I didn't see gold because I didn't have the ability to
Yeah,
see
you
that
couldn't
beforehand.
see colors. It's yellow. Gold is yellow.
I pull out a
Oh, it is?
really old coin from my coin purse. I'm like, this. No one around here is accepted it, but here is a gold piece.
Thank you, and I just take it.
I don't. I like literally pull back and I'm like, no, this is mine. Put it,
Showing it to you.
put it back in my purse.
I thought you didn't like it that no one was accepting it.
Yes, for goods and services. I don't give. No, that's bad. That's bad. Don't just give things away for free, like your soul.
I didn't give my soul away. I just agreed to get something.
I just look at
I
them
will
and I was
just
like,
hope-
does the concept of there's no such thing as a free lunch not exist in the future?
It's not
No,
free.
it's-
I'm doing him a favor.
And hopefully the cost isn't your soul. But we'll find out. Only time will tell.
My soul is pledged to another god. That's I think is dead, but also not. Who knows? I don't know. The
Well, that
astral
sounds-
seed's cut off.
That's full security if I ever heard of it.
But I mean, he needs me to open the planes. That's gonna be, huh?
I have no
That'd be
idea how you're
interesting.
gonna do that.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that either. Actually, I'm gonna be very honest.
Well, Kate, I'm sorry that you are. I mean, being one of my siblings is a rotten deal. Sorry about that.
I mean, I would say at this point, being one of my siblings is a rotten deal. Because you all came afterwards and are a part of me, meaning I am the rotten
That's
part
true.
of you, which is I'm very sorry for, I guess.
That's fair. You are the favorite child.
Well, that's weird, because, like, I just came into existence, is what it feels like. I wonder if there's a place around here we can get alcohol. I think I need a drink.
As you
in
say
the
that-
morning, I'm gonna try and get us out of here.
Rosie comes by. She has this tea that she offers you. I heard you needed a drink, so here you go.
Does Rosie react to me being yellow now?
You watching her? She's focused on giving people their drinks. As she makes it over to you, she really hasn't looked up yet. And she jumps back a little bit, spilling the tea. It's a different look for you.
You all right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Does he still
She's
have
like-
the horn or the goat?
She put
bed?
she puts her fingers up to like mimic horns. Just caught me off guard. I'll
Oh
get
yeah, I get you.
cleaning this. immediately. Sorry, I can have.
You're
the
fine, and I just I Roomba it up, just with my body, just.
Oh no! You don't have to. Oh.
It's
Mistress-
delicious.
Mistress Slunda and Master Ewan have all retired to bed. I have prepared the rooms for each of you. Just making sure that it was clean and fully stocked.
Is there room for Cade?
There. I don't know why, but we do have an empty bedroom.
Right.
So, I believe so.
Is there anything left in the? Did you find anything in the empty bedroom?
There was a letter on the bed, but
Where'd you put that?
well, I left it there. It was none of my business.
Gotcha. I'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you. Well, good night, everyone. She
Good night. Thank you.
heads away.
I look at Cade. I'm like, nice to get Drusus's old room. I'll see what that letter's about. Might be his.
Did
This
we
has
leave
been this
this on?
session.
Oh, that's funny.
So
This is about to send Cade down a really dark path. He don't like this.
look, Cade. Welcome to the family. It's a terrible one, and we just kind of have to decide that nobody else gets to decide how much of a person we are. It's a daily struggle, so.
Gosh.
As you all make your way to your rooms,
Get that letter.
Mel, you go and get the letter. You take Cade to his room, grabbing the letter, taking it back to your room.
Where Drusus's body is in stasis.
That is where we'll end tonight's session.